Hello, hello. My name is Casey Eileen, and welcome into this space today. Happy Imbolc today. I don't know if I'll post this on Imbolc, which is February 1st, but today is Imbolc, which is an ancient Irish festival that honors life before it's born. It honors when the seeds are just beginning to root themselves into ground that is still thawing. And that is an energy I'm very familiar with right now because I've been experiencing a lot of release as I find my way into trusting where my life has taken me and is taking me. So I feel like that little you inside of the mother's womb, not yet grown, not yet born. I feel like the seed inside of the thawing soil, unsure how it's going to bloom, knowing that it will, but still tucked away a little in the darkness. Yes, so with that, that's part of why I haven't been here to record, because I've been walking myself through my own experience, which is requiring trust and release and some time for self-care and love. So if your journey finds you anywhere near that, may the energy of Imbolc, the energy of the maiden, of renewal, of curiosity after darkness, and of life yet not born but growing into your hearts and your womb space today. And we shall blossom together, friends. All right. I'm just going to step in with my guides. I never know what they're going to bring through. I actually tried to ask the other day because I get really scared coming on here and just pressing record. And I was in a session with a really good friend of mine, and I was like, just tell me what you're going to talk about. And they literally came through and they're like, Casey, you're always looking for a guidebook from us and from life. And you very specifically chose not to have a guidebook. So you got this. Go for it. I was like, okay, thank you. That's so helpful. I'm gonna take a drink of water and then we'll enter into space together, friends. Okay. So, we are just going to step in and see what light and what message my guides might desire to bring forward for us on this really beautiful day of Imbolc. So I'm going to encourage you to take a few deep breaths with me. And if you've been following along as you take these deep breaths, I encourage you to imagine your infinity loop, looping from the center. The center is in your heart. Loop it down into the crystals of earth, back into your heart, and then up through your upper chakras and into all that is, into your home and all that is. So, I will breathe and we will enter in together. Nom nam nai tuap ta shtam. Tam shtam kum da brahe. Kui. Kuam dam danaya karya toros tora dam bari karuku shamnai. Kuavadi karuku avadi re radi kuramnai steriaka. Kuavali estoru korania karam do korokura tirera kandairu kuava shanda kia prari dero korono. I am love, I am love, I am love. Korakiam dai shera kurukuram naya karya kararanyaka. Hello, dear ones gathered in this space today. This is a being of light upon Casey's guiding team, and there is a bit we would like to flow to you today. However, we ask that you sit in the energy of this transmission, for we are flowing and awakening and activating energy into your heart space as we speak. Visari korokorogi vekandia karakorokosokdia karareakotoranik. Each of you are on your own individual journey. You have planned the perspective and the essence of your journey of becoming who you truly are before you came into this life. You also gave yourself opportunity to make free choice in this life of awakening, creating new pockets of experience for your life and for your awakening experience. Oftentimes, the months of January and February can hold energies of duality within it. This energy can oftentimes be, we shall say, misconstrued to create a rather difficult mind experience. January and February are months where light workers and all on earth can find themselves caught in past experiences in their lives. They can find themselves caught in a questioning state, whether the road they took was the road they should be walking at this time. Because the purest perspective of the energies of purest is not the right word. Because the most love-filled perspective of the energies of January and February is that of containers of duality. If you find yourself caught in a questioning energy, in a doubt-filled energy of the life you are living, the choices you have made in your life and in your awakening, we offer a perspective before we move on to a new matter. January and February are months where both are held. There is no right or wrong choice. There is a holding of balance, that each choice you have made in this journey of becoming who you truly are, and this journey of this extraordinary life you live right now, you may hold each choice, each separating pathway in both hands during these months. And you may bless the balance within them. Suppose you wake up in the morning and a clench in your chest grips you, and your mind begins to spin of all the choices it could have made. We encourage an exercise. Breathe into this clenched part of the chest. Breathe in an energy of balance into this part of the chest. Breathe in with these words. I hold the balance of my life within me. I hold the balance of my soul's pathway within me. When you can bring yourself to your centered place within, the energy of duality does not pull and yank as it once perhaps did. From your place of centered within, energies of duality may be held, just as you may hold shadow and light from the seed within your heart. We begin with this message, for it is one that dear Casey needed to hear. And some of you that we speak to find yourselves caught in these polarized energies of these months. And we remind you to return to your center, to the balance of your heart within. And when you are within this center, the doubt, the anxiety of choices made, you will find the loudness within the mind dissolves and fades into a deep inner peace that your soul is walking. Each step is a beautiful step, unfurling a great tapestry of pathways that will all lead to your embodiment and your becoming. Kuram dain te toroko. Vu stokaram da cheraki evrato kurap diatam da karado koro kori evrati kararai korokoro di vesendia kararai korono. We would like to speak for a moment about your embodiment and becoming. Kariya tero koronok. We have spoken previously that your soul energy in many ways resides in two places in and around your physical body. There is soul energy within the flowing cells of your body. You have been releasing room for more soul energy to flow through by feeling past and current emotions, releasing them and integrating these experiences into your exterior soul energy. This exterior soul energy has been around you as you walk. You can imagine it as a beautiful bubble around yourself, aglow with your own soul energy. However, you are now in the process of bringing this soul energy into your physical body. Now, what we would like to speak of today is this exterior soul energy, sometimes referred to as the love energy body. This exterior soul energy holds the library of your soul's full experience. Some may speak of this as your exterior soul energy holds the Akashic record of your soul. As this soul energy enters your physical body, you are receiving access to the library of your soul. You are receiving access to the history and imprints of gifts, of memories, of perceptions, of past lives upon earth. You are osmosising your soul's memory into your physical body. And this is going to and is greatly affecting your experience on earth. One of the first imprints from this exterior soul energy entering your physical body that not all, but many of you have chosen is a reconnection to the language of your soul. So we speak of what we have referred to as light language in this. Each soul on the other side of awareness has their own expression and language of movement, of sound, of song. And there is a returning of this language to you through the return of the library of your soul experience into your physical body. Now, we have spoken that crystals of earth hold soul energy and collective soul energy. Katakare kurukurunia tararia kurukutori vesia kiaru nonai. Vushi karam na kararia kotorukuri shakaria nan kararia kororunia sangria takarakaria korodononok. All soul energy within earth has its own form of language. So you are going to begin to remember your own soul language. How you express, whether it is fluttering fingers, beautiful sound, dance, or beyond. You are remembering your soul language. And as you remember your soul language, the soul energy within the crystals of earth are awakening with you. So we have encouraged you to practice with a crystal in home, to allow a practicing of your light language to flow from you as you interact with your crystal. This is a direct interaction, communication within the soul energy within crystals and to the void energy bonded within crystals. Now, we have come back to this subject, for it is a layering that we would like to open you to. As you bring the library of your soul within you, you are going to begin to physically remember how you have interacted with the elements and crystals of earth in your many past lives. Earth is alive. She is alive with soul energy expressed in infinite forms. And this energy speaks and communicates. A flickering flame speaks and communicates. And you will remember how you spoke and communicated with your soul language to the language of this flame. Water speaks and communicates. There is much to be revealed about water, yet the chittering of a flowing spring speaks to you, and your soul language may speak to this water to allow yourself to absorb and hold the consciousness that the water speaks to you. Much in the same, the element of the wind, the element of grounding of earth, they speak through soul language, and you have access to communicate to these living elements of earth through your own soul language. This will open more and more this year. And many of you will begin to have tangible experiences when you use your soul language to communicate to the elements. When you use your soul language to communicate to nature. When you use your soul language to communicate to the crystals within earth. This is a year of remembering the blueprints of earth. Earth is modeled from a home in all that is, a home known as the home of magic, wonder, and awe. In this home, in all that is, souls perform true and complete magic, interacting with the elements and crystalline foundations of this home. Now, Earth is intimately modeled from this home, and there is great magic possible as Earth becomes who she truly is alongside you. Previous times of Earth, souls have held more of their soul energy within their physical vessel, thus more of the library of their soul's experience. And they have been able to communicate and partner with the crystalline foundation of Earth, to partner with the energy of magic, wonder, and awe to create a great many things. The time of Atlantis is a beautiful example of this, when souls were more fully held within physical bodies, and these souls remembered the sound of creation within the crystals of earth they walked upon, and they would sing their soul language into the sound of creation, and the void energy within the crystals would create a energetic source for infinite possibilities to be created from. Additionally, the time of the Druids were when human beings remembered all elements of earth, our soul, and may be communicated with, partnered with, to create and to access the energy of magic here on earth. This knowledge has been held and used before in earth, and this is what is returning as you embody your own soul energy. You hold the knowledge of the foundations of earth, of the magic, wonder, and awe whom she truly is. And you have walked earth before, communicating with her elements, with her crystals, to create great wonders, perform great wonders, and bring a unity to earth, whom all may breathe within. This is what we return to. As your soul energy returns to your physical body, you have an opening of perception within you. This is because soul energy within your physical body can feel the love energy within creations. So we have 2 exercises we would like to leave you with today, and we shall return in another day with more light, more encouragement, more knowledge. Yet this will be 2 powerful exercises to flow you forward on your journey of communicating soul to the elements and foundation of earth. First, earth is being we shall say reconnected, yet also recharged by her home in all that is, through the first wave of awakening light workers. Those feeling drawn to this channel, to our energy, to Casey's energy, holds the foundation of this home within your soul energy. And we are going to encourage you to go out into earth, to go into her spots of nature. And for those of you, like Casey was, who live in a deep city, find your favorite tree, your favorite patch of grass, and allow yourself to stand upon earth. Allow yourself to imagine the energy of home, the home of magic, wonder, and awe. Allow this energy to flow through your heart space, through your infinity loop. And we encourage you to open yourself to feel earth through childlike wonder. As you stand within nature, flowing home through you into earth, what do you feel? Do you feel wonder at the sparkling sun in the rustling leaves? Do you feel awe at the way the wind whips your hair? Do you see like a child the way the shadow and light dances, bringing fairy energy ever closer? You have a superpower to awaken the foundations of earth by feeling her true energies yourself. Where others walk down with their heads down, unaware of the wonder around, you have the ability to open your heart to this wonder, and then to bring that wonder into the foundations of earth for others to pick up and feel as they pass along. As more and more light workers intentionally do this, earth will become filled with pockets of wonder, childlike awe, that even the most asleep may begin to feel as they walk her land and reconnect with her once more. This is a beautiful and simple exercise that we promise will bring you great joy, for you will be opening yourself to the fullness of your perception of earth. Now, we have one last exercise we would like to leave you with before we go. We are encouraging you to practice and play with your own soul language, your own light language. Many of you drawn to Casey's energy hold an elemental quality to your soul. Thus, the elements hold a, we shall say, consciousness that will open you again to your own communication with these energies of earth. So, for example, when Casey sits in front of a flame intentionally, we shall use a flame to honor Bridget's day today. When Casey sits in front of a flame intentionally and allows her heart to connect in an infinity loop to this flame, the movements of her hands change. The sounds of her light language changes, for she is communicating directly to the element before her. in time, Casey will soon discover that the flame is listening and responding and holds energy of light, which it is communicating back to her. Now, each of you have infinite abilities to communicate and connect with the elements of earth. We are encouraging you. There is one element you feel most drawn to at this time. This is an element that is a foundation of your soul's energy on earth. And this element you are drawn to, many of you helped create the great beauties of earth with this element. Now, this element you are drawn to, this element will be the easiest for you to work with, to open your soul language within your physical body again. So for some, you will be in running water and you will feel your soul's song come forward. For some, you will need to stand in the wind and allow it to move your hands as you unite once more to the soul language of your own. For some, 2 feet upon the firm earth and a rock in one hand will suddenly bring forward Aruyash Kanda Teriak Vrashtek Umdak Teruk, the groundedness of your beautiful, powerful soul language. And for some, a flickering flame will bring forward your soul language. This is a beautiful year where the elements, and thus elementals, which we shall discuss on a later date, as you have brought your soul energy within your physical body, as you are actively doing so with every morning of breath, with every conscious breath, you are opening your memory and your language to communicate with the magic of earth once more. We are going to encourage you to share your experiences with these 2 exercises. For in these beginning stages, though you are no beginner, it is important to record and to share with others your experience, allowing it to feel a tangible experience, and sharing with each other will open you to new memories and abilities. This is a year of light worker community, and sharing your experiences of magic is a beautiful way to flow and open community. Vusakriya kalakadokudui visikriya nanakoturukui vashakriya karadanaik diadokududuya vasagadanaik. Before we leave, we would like to encourage you that if you find your soul language is still tucked within, first trust. Trust this was part of your soul's plan. And simply allow yourself to play, dear ones. Did you hear that Earth was modeled from childlike wonder? It is with childlike play that you release your soul's expression. So be not discouraged and simply play and see what happens. It has been a joy to be with you here today, and we will be here each time Casey is ready in her own journey to step forward. We are going to leave with a transmission that is filled with activation of soul language, the energy of light language. The foundations of light language are held within this transmission. We encourage you to open your hands and your heart while we flow this to you. Kum damna erati rukurav dandai shandi kararatorum. Vushatia kanda kivrati tora katnaye tora kambai shedia karanaik. Veriatai rukudi lekatangi seria kotorai vati alakadia kodai shetia vananaik. Vusukria tantaria kalakadria tu yeviseke achata frenda alakaduria vesheri utranaik. Kani alakaria shukria vanai lea kodoria visi kamori se kalakadia turanaik. Vusika sheshe avaranda kia to alakadia tanania kodoria vandai lea koduria vasanaik. Kia shekadia tu evrandai kia sakadanaik ia tu kia vashakalaka dunia kala. Kuavramda. Kuavramdana. Kuavramdana halo. You are loved, you are loved, you are loved. Amen. Oh. Wow. Sometimes I don't always know what to say after these. Okay. So, I have been feeling more strongly this pull to the elements. And I really have no idea what they're going to bring through. But that is something for the past few months I've been playing with, is understanding that everything on earth has its own soul language. And they've been talking about these ancient times of being able to work with the elements to create, and also to somehow understand the infinite energetic source within these beautiful crystals that are the foundations of Earth. And I've never really known how that works. However, sometimes especially when I'm just alone in my own soul energy, and I'm either walking around outside in nature, or sometimes, like they said, when I'm sitting by a candle, I feel the urge to speak to earth. I think for me, it was most strongest with the trees. I think that the trees hold a consciousness where it really feels like I'm having a conversation with them. And that was actually how my light language really came forward, was I was walking around some very ancient Irish trees and I just started talking. And I knew that I was talking to them. And I felt like I was communicating with them, and everything I was doing was communicating. And then I feel everything. Everything's through feeling here. Jesus. Um, and I would feel this energy coming back to me. Like I would feel this ancient energy entering me. So I think it's really interesting that they are asking us to play and realize that in many past lives, we have understood how to communicate to Earth and to the elements of Earth. And in that communication, we've known how to partner with them to create. So I'm really excited to I'm excited to hear what happens when you try their 2 exercises. I love hearing your experience in the comments. I'm not always very good at answering the comments. I am so sorry. It's really hard for me sometimes to be on computers. But I try, because when I read them, I'm overwhelmed by the magic within everyone's experience, and learning about other people's journey and the experiences that they have and what happens when you talk to a crystal. I just think that it's all together that we put the puzzle pieces together. And I also really appreciated their message in the beginning regarding doubt. And I've always thought January was a freakish month, even before I was on a conscious spiritual journey, because it always just felt like it held both. And so for them to say that it does, but we are learning how to hold dualities within us and to find that balance within our center, that's definitely something that I'm going to practice. Until the next time I come on here and beyond, because I woke up just this morning with a thought of, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have taken that path. Am I really supposed to be on this path that I'm on right now? And to hear that instead of like going back and forth between the two of them and being like, and like that mental horribleness that occurs, to somehow be able to hold both of them and then put them in the heart center and realize that there is balance within. That was really helpful for me, just because doubt energy has been strong for me, which I know it's been strong for actually quite a few in the collective. And it's different expressions of doubt energy. There are some people doubting, I don't even know if awakening is happening. There are some people doubting because the world is a lot right now. And there are some people, we each have our own expression of doubt energy. And I actually got a really wonderful message from my guides, because I was like, what is going on? And they said that the middle awakeners, those in the middle wave of awakening, they are at a very crucial turning point right now. And it's that kind of that point where like suddenly the hat gets ripped off, the veil gets ripped off, and you're like, everything is not as I thought it was. And that causes a lot of doubt energy. And so light workers who have chosen to be on the leading edge, they are experiencing that doubt energy, that the middle is really like holding the rock of that doubt energy right now, but light workers on the leading edge are also experiencing it and helping transmute it, helping heal it, helping clear it, so that those on a slightly later awakening pathway, it's slightly easier to walk through the doubt. So I never know why I get called to share things, so hopefully that helps someone on their journey. I want to thank everyone in this space and everyone who has been supportive within this space. I have said in quite a few videos that this is actually really scary for me. It's really scary. And part of my doubt energy has been, you know, I had a plan where I was walking a normal life and was going to try to do XYZ with that life, and suddenly I find myself really in the middle of an awakening and an embodiment. And it seems that as I embody more of my soul energy, this is what I feel called to do and to speak and to flow. And that is requiring a lot of trust. So I just want to thank everyone who has been supportive and loving. And I have had so much joy meeting people, doing these individual readings, which there's a link down below for them. I know that right now, for most of the month of February, everything's booked right now. But I know that it opens 30 days in advance. So if you're feeling called to work with me, to work with my guides, your guides, all of us joining in space together and discovering and opening ourselves to new soul energy, to who you are, that link's below, and I would love to meet you, because it has been a great joy to meet the powerful souls that I have been meeting on this journey. Yeah. So this is a pretty long one. Wasn't expecting that. So if you've been here the whole time, thank you. You made it. I can't wait to hear about your experiences of communicating with your soul language. And we will find our way through this step by step. And I'm going to go outside today and intentionally connect to the wonder, magic, and awe of Earth. All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.